Well, majority of us, we have, like everybody, we are different. So the way we take words to act differs from the way another person take words to heart.
There can be sensitization on the part of those that do the catcalling, and on the part of the victims they are doing it to. Sensitization in the sense that you discourage the bad acts, and in the other part you try to build the esteem of those that will be victims. That
my colleague Z actually made mention of culture and how it affects GBV. How do you think victims can actually break the silence of when they are being sexually, verbally, majorly when it comes from a family where the father actually molests the child, and taking it out of the family zone generally? How do you think victims should actually break the silence?
they should learn to speak up. Speak up. Speak up, regardless. If you know you are speaking to somebody close, they will not just enter. Enter. We have them everywhere. Enter on the internet. Anywhere they can fight for me. Lagos State have a provision for that. I think we have ICASA, whatever, in Oyo State here. We have so many organizations. Just enter. There is a region, even in the police station, where you can go and lodge your complaint. If you go to any police station, they will direct you to the department you will go. Just speak up. Try to speak up.
What if the victims speak up and then, okay, I don't know if you're aware of last year cases that were called here in Oyo State. There were several cases that I would not want to, go deep into them. That when they occurred and victims actually spoke up, fine, things were actually done outside the walls of Oyo State. But basically here in Nigeria, or rather in the states where we find ourselves, people are actually scared of the fact that when they go to the police station, nothing is done. When they speak to family members, nothing is done. When they go on social media, the stigma itself, what can victims do to actually work on that stigma?
Then they can seek counseling. Because it's a professional act. It's different from advice. And speaking up, somebody is advising me, do this, do that. Counseling is a professional process whereby you will be assisted in a way that you'll be able to go about your challenges on your own and achieve.
Okay. Now, what do you think qualifies as GBV? I mean, at what point should we term a situation as gender-based violence? Like, the physical, we're talking about the forms of gender-based violence earlier. So now the physical, we have the physical aspect of gender-based violence, we have the emotional, we have the psychological, we have the economical aspect of gender-based violence. So at what point we want people to know,
anywhere you get to, if you get to anywhere at a certain point in life where they tell you a man can do this, a woman cannot do it. A woman can do this, a man cannot do it. At some point in life, it happens in the home and we don't get to notice it.
Yeah, that's the family.
Yes, where the father tells the woman that you are only entitled to do this house. Where the wife tells the husband that you are responsible for the financial responsibility of this house 100%. Those are the gender-based violence that is not open, but at least it is. Though there is no small violence in gender-based violence, violence is violence. So it doesn't have any point. Any harmful act towards any gender is gender-based violence.
Right. Thank you.
Or psychological or emotional.
What framework do you think we can use to measure and monitor the gender-based violence and its impact in Nigeria? Do you think there is any framework that we can use to monitor and measure the GBV in Nigeria?
Probably something we can even adopt from what the developed countries are using.
Yes, something that is not in existence. Maybe your own opinion or idea that, okay, this is what I think should be done better than the way it has been done in the past.
If we allow researchers to work more on it, and they don't just research, but we act, because we have some of researches that are just dumped somewhere. We are not working on it. Researchers should be encouraged to work on it, and we should act based on their recommendation, and we should keep working and working and working till we achieve our aim.
All right, thank you very much, Mrs. Suyat. It's been an interesting time talking about the gender-based violence. And from everything she has said, lastly, I want to dwell on the last point. Majorly, she's trying to say that we should have people who are passionate about, fighting against the gender-based violence. Let us not just have people who just, because they are in power, they just feel, oh, because I'm there, I'm not passionate about this thing. Violence can occur to anybody. It could be someone close to you, it could be someone far from you. We need people to act, and not just act, passionate people to actually act. Yes, it's been an amazing, interesting time. Zee, do you have anything to say?
Well, I was going to, when you were mentioning the aspect of we should speak up, we should not just research. There are so many aspects. I was going to talk about the economical aspect of it. So there are so many things we can do. It affects the economy of the country. So if the government and the people can also do a lot of things, we should not just research, let us act.
So, yes, just as what Zee had said, she's just giving you a tip. So, we have lots and lots of things on this talk with Annie and Zee. Stay tuned and see you in the next episode.